Well, we're on our ninth go around, guys. Fast and the Furious saga continues. It's time to talk about it. Let's go. What's going on, everyone? Welcome to Klepcx FM, brought to you by WeAreCritics.com, place where we talk about movies, television, and pop culture. And if you're into that kind of thing, make sure you hit the subscribe key and that notification bell so you can be up to speed about everything that I talk about here. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I had to check it out. I'm sure you are all going to check it out because we are now in our ninth installment to the Fast and the Furious franchise. Listen, 9 installments. Like, we haven't seen numbers this high since like Friday the 13th or Nightmare on Elm Street. Shit, Sharknado. But now, yes, the ninth go around, starring all of your favorites since the original film in 2001. We are 20 years into this deep, guys. And before I get into what did I think about this film, let's break down what this film is. Okay, it is, again, the ninth installment to this long, drawn-out saga, action, sci-fi-ish, comedic, action thing. I don't even know what to call it at this point. It's taken so many shapes. But one thing's for sure, you know that it stars Vin Diesel, Michelle Rodriguez, Tyrese Gibson, Ludacris, the rapper, Jordana Brewster, Michelle Rodriguez. Let's make sure we say her again because she's a pivotal character. And Justin Lin helms as director of this, and he, ladies and gentlemen, has been in this franchise for quite some time. He is responsible for 3, 4, 5, 6, and 9, I believe. 8 and maybe 8 and 9, but I know 9 definitely. I'm not sure about 7 and 8. I think 7 was James Wan. I don't know who did 8, but Justin has been in it for a while. He's been doing it. No, 4. 4, 5, 6, 8, and 9, I believe. And he's in talks to possibly do the 10th, which I heard was going to be the final installment. Let's see. Fingers crossed, right? Yeah, so this story follows Dom again, and his family of carjacking spy family, and they are again on another mission. This time they are trying to find an associate who you guys have seen in other movies. I don't want to give away too much. I try to stay as spoiler free as I can without giving away too much, because I want people to enjoy it. But yeah, it's a really weak plot. Of course, there's a bad guy that wants a machine that's going to help take over the world, and at the same time, they're trying to find a friend who called out to them to kind of try to stop this machine from getting taken by the bad guys. Okay, now that we got that out the way, what did I think about this movie? Holy shit. What did I think about this movie? This movie is a bunch of everything. Like, at this point, ladies and gentlemen, just forget whatever you thought you were supposed to know about the Fast and the Furious franchise and just go with it. I mean, we are in a world right now where we have live action versions of DC comic movies, live action versions of Marvel movies. Why not? Why not have the Fast and the Furious saga give us a little bit of everything and then some? Not saying that it's a bad movie, not saying it's a good movie, but it is a very, very entertaining movie and very, very ridiculous and over the top. And when I say over the top, I mean as over the top as over the top could get. This movie is that exactly. It is like the writers went in and said, we are going to have Dom and the gang do whatever the fuck we feel like it, and you're all gonna just love it. You're gonna just go in and watch it anyway, so we're gonna give you everything that we can give you before we give you all the curtain call and then wrap this thing up for good. So I keep getting something in my eye, excuse me guys. But yeah, there are things. It starts off as like, it feels like it's a little Indiana Jones, Then there's ninjas. I'm not lying. There are ninjas. And then I don't want to give away. Do I want to give away the third act? Jesus Lord. Let's just say that, I mean, they are borderline in the Marvel realm by the time the third act comes in. Another addition to this that who I forgot is in this, of course. How could I forget? Because without this movie, there's no story. John Cena, who we all know from WWE, he is in this movie, and he is a pivotal character who plays Dom's brother. The story is not... It has really great moments. And what I mean by that is Justin Lin has figured out a way to tie a bow on any plot holes that you could possibly have in this franchise. Going all the way back to, tying in Tokyo Drift and looping back around with Han and explaining that situation. Well, not only did he do that there, but in this movie, and I'm sure you all have seen in the trailer, so this is not a spoiler, Han is back. And there is more story that we don't know. This entire film kind of plays out like the third act in a trilogy. Like, if there were only 3 movies and this was the third one, this would be the finale in a trilogy, because it literally goes back to the very beginning of all things that you thought were there that didn't really happen, and they get re-explained all over again. And some of it is a little bit hard to swallow, but then a lot of it is like, well, all right, well, they explained it. So anyways, bring on the next crazy trick that you guys are going to do. There's a lot of backstory in this, a lot of flashbacks. I mean, it opens literally with a backstory of Dom, to answer any questions about how all of a sudden this guy that's all about family has a brother that we've never heard about, because the guy's all about family, right? All about family. And not only did he have an estranged child, but now he also has a long-lost brother that he's never talked about or brought up ever in any of these movies. But it's all about family. Anyhow, that gets explained. Then throughout the movie, there's a lot of flashbacking. We get a reintroduction of Santos, and I forget the other gentleman's name, who's played by Tego Calderon. We get those. So there's a flashback that shows how Dom met them. There's a lot of things that get flashback that kind of fill in the plot holes as we go. Another major problems that I had in this film is that we forget what the stakes are, and then we start focusing on the outlandish shit way too much. So the overall story is they're trying to obtain this machine that's supposed to be bad news, but I really don't know what kind of bad news this machine is about, because I'm so caught up in the cars jumping over cliffs, or them trying to escape a death-defying car chase, or I almost gave away that third act thing. Yeah, so a lot of that you kind of forget that this machine is the big problem, and no one knows why they want it. Like, I don't even remember why they want it, or why they need it, or why John Cena wants it. What is it going to do for you if you have it? No one's really even talking about it. But there are death-defying car chases, cars flipping, people flipping out of cars, on top of cars, in cars, getting blown up. And there's a lot of joking. They make fun of themselves a lot about the fact that they go through all of this and they walk away without scratches. Yeah, I get it. It's cool. It's on the nose. Sometimes it's funny. Sometimes you're just like, whatever. But it's pretty fucking ridiculous, guys. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, it's not boring. It's very entertaining, and after a while, you're just going to be chuckling at the things you see, and you're gonna get through it. And there's a very, very cool post-credit scene that you guys don't want to miss. So make sure you stay after the credits, like mid-credit. So it's not like all the way at the end. It's like more mid-credit. It's very well worth it. But I don't even know. I don't even know why I can't. I don't know why I'm not like tearing this thing apart, because it's so utterly ridiculous. But it was worth the price of admission, if that makes sense. I don't know how to explain that any other way. Yeah, guys, I don't want to drag this on. I want you to go check it out yourselves. If you've already seen it, if you haven't, please go and come back and talk to me, because I want to know what everyone else thought, because I'm so confused. I hated a lot of things about it, but yet I stayed and I was entertained and I wasn't bored because I was just waiting for the next ridiculous thing to happen. And I'll probably will go see the next one because I want to see how more over the top they get, because this shit was so ridiculous. We know where the franchise stands now. They're going to be making fun of themselves and they're going to be doing whatever they can to keep the butts in the seat. I'm waiting for Fast and the Furious meets Transformers. That's what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for that next. Forget the Avengers. Forget the superheroes. I want to see Fast and the Furious in the world of Optimus Prime and Autobots and Decepticons. Decepticons. I think that's where this should go. But anyways, guys, let me know what you thought. Like, comment, share. Make sure you subscribe. And for more movie news, television news, pop culture, and our podcast, Critics Talk, make sure you guys check out wearecritics.com. And I will talk to you all later. Peace.